Simone's house is just too big and expensive for her to maintain. Ooh, what have we got here? Who puts a loo next to the dining room table? Feels granny-like.
It's granny-ish?
Ha! Selling your house is stressful, especially if you're desperate to move, and probably the last thing on your mind is giving your home a makeover, but that's exactly what it might need. Now, my mission is to give lifelines to the owners of unsellable properties by giving them simple yet proven real estate tips to turn their unsellable houses into really quick sellers. This semi-detached home has an open concept main floor, 3 bedrooms, and 2 baths. This house has been on the market almost 6 months and hasn't received a single offer. It's listed at the bargain price of $419,000, and the homeowner is bewildered at the lack of interest. She needs to get out of this money pit, and I said I'd give her a hand. 31-year-old business analyst Simone bought this, her first house, a year ago.
Everybody was, starting to get their own place, and I felt like I was getting up there in age, and I, wanted to have property before I was 30. So I went out and found me a house.
Yet Simone barely spends any time in her house and realizes she'd feel much better living in a condo.
I want to move to a downtown condo now because I'm used to having someone always around me, hence why I always have my friends hanging out.
But while she waits for a buyer, her home is bleeding her dry.
I put in about $70,000 into the house based on renovations. I had no money for furniture, I had no money for vases, I had no money for pictures, nothing.
Simone is desperate. She can no longer afford her mortgage payments.
There's been over 100 showings. It's been on the market for 6 months, and I don't understand. Not one offer.
Everything is at stake if she doesn't sell.
I could probably keep this house for another month, and that's barely making it.
Simone's neighborhood is a hotspot for young families looking for larger houses with affordable price tags. There's a farmer's market, good restaurants, and a community center, all within a half-hour subway ride from downtown. Houses here get snapped up within 14 days, yet Simone's house has been on the market for a jaw-dropping 6 months. This house is realistically priced and it's in the right location, so why no offers? I want to get inside and find out. Ooh, what have we got here? A load of shoes. It's the first thing I notice when I walk in the house is the shoes. This is quite strange. Not only is the buyer's first impression a granny's dining room, there's more. There is a bathroom in there, a loo. Who puts a loo next to the dining room table? Imagine how awkward it'd be. You're having a dinner party, someone goes to the loo. Oh, so weird. Look at this wall. You've got a huge expanse of white and not a single picture on it. It's really, really institutional and cold. It doesn't feel lived in, this house, apart from the shoes. Tell you what you need in this sitting room. There's one more sofa. Not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sofas in not a very big space. And what are 2 wall brackets doing on the coffee table? Nice big eating kitchen. You've got dining room, kitchen, breakfast bar. This house has way too many places to eat, and I don't usually say that. Nothing says buy me like dead foliage. Wow, the sticker is still on the inside of the oven. This kitchen never gets used. I hope upstairs has something to excite the buyers. Afraid not. This room is an empty box. Not a great first impression in the master bedroom. The linen, old paisley fabric. It feels quite granny-like. Yet more shoes. The shoes are escaping from the cupboard. It looks like they're sort of marching out. You want to tidy these things away. This room is a real dichotomy. You've got old and dark, and then you've got sort of fresh and young. It needs to have more of a balance. This house has real potential to be a great family home, but at the moment, it's cold, it's dated, it has zip personality. And I'm not surprised no one's taken it. Unless we put the love back into this home, it's going to remain unsellable for a long time. If Simone wants to avoid another 6 months without a sale, she needs to listen hard. Simone, when I first walked into this house, 30 pairs of shoes in the dining room alone.
Wow, I never counted.
Right, because this house is quite strange. It doesn't really feel like it's very lived in. I mean, take the kitchen, for instance. The sticker is still on the oven, which would suggest you've never used the oven.
Yes, that would suggest it's correct. I have never used my oven.
You've never used your oven. Buyers really get a sense of that when they come around the house. It feels quite cold. That could be something to do with the fact that you painted it a nice bright white colour,
yes,
but there's not a single painting on the wall. What's with that?
Well, when I finished renovating the house and I was tapped out for money, all the, the nice things of owning a house, like buying your vases and buying your paintings and really making it your own, I couldn't afford to.
Well, I think the thing about it is what you've done is you've done the structural work, putting a loo by the dining room, which is slightly eccentric, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I definitely would not go to that loo if I was sitting around the table with my friends.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just going to go a metre away and go to the loo while you're eating. And I do think 5 sofas in that area is overkill.
Oh, okay.
And then upstairs, again, I think it could feel a bit more young, because it's probably going to be a young couple who's going to buy this house. And at the moment, it just, again, it feels a bit old, a bit institutional, a little bit drab. Are you prepared to make some changes?
Yes.
Good. Don't look so nervous, Simone. Simone's renovated 3-bed house has been on the market for 6 months and hasn't received a single offer. She is desperate to move into a condo because her house is just too big and expensive for her to maintain on her own. And the longer it's on the market, the deeper she's dragged into debt. So I want to go and have a chat with Sonny, the real estate agent, and make sure he is doing everything in his power to get this house sold. Sonny, in that time, how many people have viewed the property?
Wow, Sophie, we've actually had over 100 viewings on this particular property, a lot more so than any of my other listings.
What is it about the decor that you don't like at the moment and you don't think is popular with the buyers?
Well, as far as flow of energy and the color tones and the patterns that have been selected, they really don't match. There's no symmetry there. The flow of energy is blocked by excessive amount of furniture being present in rooms.
Now, how have you communicated that to Simone?
It's kind of hard when you're calling the same person every week and saying the same thing over and over again.
There's not a lack of feedback. Maybe she just hasn't explored all the avenues. Is that right?
Correct.
So we're going to deal with the design side now. But what are you going to do from now? How are you going to market the house to them?
Well, we like to send out an abundance of email blasts to general public. We do post ourselves on several websites, portals that even the public like to view in order to find a home in the local area.
So will you take new photographs once the house is completed so you can put them on your internet site?
I can't wait.
Okay, very exciting. Simone hasn't listened to her agent's advice. To make her see some sense, I'm taking her to a comparable house that was snapped up in 5 days.
Okay. It's very country-esque. It's definitely not my style.
What I like here is it's a logical progression. You've got the sitting room, dining room, casual eating area, kitchen, and that's what buyers expect to see. Now, before you wrinkle your nose and go, it's not my style.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like most about this house? It feels cozy, and that is what is lacking in your home at the moment.
Okay, I'll say that I understand that, but again, this is just not my style, so I'm trying to get past that.
Let's go to the kitchen.
All right, off we go.
What do you think?
Definitely not my style. The green and the brown and the red, and the appliances are kind of old.
The appliances are a little dated and it's not high end, but because it's all finished off, or all ties in, it looks warmer and more inviting than your kitchen.
I understand where you're coming from. I do kind of get the cozy feeling because it's the small kind of nook going on here. So, I get it.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay.
It might be not your taste, but it is clean. It is decluttered. It has matching linen and it looks good.
It's clean.
It's clean, it's finished, it's tidy.
There's no shoes.
There's no shoes running out of the cupboard. At the moment, your bedroom is unfinished, slightly untidy, and a bit granny-ish.
It's granny-ish?
You've got a paisley bedspread.
I happen to like that bedspread.
It does say granny though, and you've got quite dark furniture.
Yes.
Now, I know that people like this style because it's sold in 5 days for 7% over the asking price.
That's fantastic. So this is what we'll be able to do with my house?
We are going to make it inviting and warm.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, come on then. Hallelujah. Now contractor Anthony Sayers can start on the desperately needed work. Anthony, will you tell Simone what we're going to get up to?
Okay, well, the first thing is we're gonna make the front room the living room, okay?
Okay.
But we need to create more usable wall space. So we'll do that by removing the closet door and making a new opening in the dining room here.
Okay.
Don't worry, we are qualified.
Professionals?
Professionals,
Okay,
yeah.
just make sure.
Okay, and then I'm also gonna do a built-in shelving unit in the alcove so that the whole wall will be flush.
Oh, okay, that sounds kind of cool.
Anthony, what are you going to do with those bar stools?
I'm gonna take the bar stools and I'm gonna cut the legs down so that they actually fit underneath the counter.
Okay, great, that's good.
So I'm gonna add a backsplash to the entire wall, and it'll just help highlight the countertop and your beautiful appliances.
Oh, that'd be great.
What we need to do to this house is give it better flow, make it look lived in, loved in, more modern, so it's going to appeal to a young, funky person like you. We need to get you to a condo. So are you prepared to roll up your sleeves and get the job finished off?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's get her done.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Most of Simone's clutter is actually shoes. Clearing away these distractions, no matter how large or small, gets potential buyers to focus on the prize.
It's gonna feel really weird to come into a home that's gonna feel completely different from what I'm used to. So it already kind of feels like a different place.
Simone is desperate to sell her house and begin a new life in a condo. So to kickstart interest in this property, I brought in the Unsellables team. Things are well underway, and as promised, Anthony is closing up the closet doorway in the living room. Aha, you've got started on the door.
Yeah,
Is it easy? Would I be able to do it?
of course you can. It's fairly easy.
That must be so satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
Next, we have to take the actual door jamb out.
Once that's done, we nail in the studs in the drywall. To finish, we sand and add paint, covering the evidence of what was there before. In the sunroom, the new paint is in the same tone as the rest of the open concept main floor.
This color choice, I never would have picked it, not in a million years, but now that it's on the wall, I'm kind of like, not so bad.
Anthony's working hard on those bar stools. I've been told to bring you this. What on earth does it do? It says it's made in England, though, so I know it must be vital.
Well, I need it's a miter box,
Yep.
right? I'm gonna cut these bar stools down, the legs.
Because they're way too tall for the island. And so basically the mitre keeps the saw straight.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
It's just like a guide, right?
Yep.
So we just do that.
Oh, fantastic. Let's hope buyers take to the new soft colour in the master bedroom as much as Simone has. Not one to shy away from lots of work, Anthony is now on the kitchen backsplash. Marking the wall ensures the tiles will be laid evenly.
I need some glue and a special trowel. Okay, so now I've laid out some glue. I can actually start sticking the tiles on.
Anthony's laying tiles from the centre and working outward. You're guaranteed a tip-top professional look no matter who finishes the job.
Do you need any help there, or?
Actually, my arm is about to fall off, so you could take over for a little bit.
So I'm just doing like circles? Is that what I'm doing?
Wax on, wax off. No, you're just getting rid of the slightly wet grout on the outside. I think I need to join a gym. My arm's hurting after 12 minutes of sponging.
Yeah, you need to develop those muscles, girl.
I tell you what is the best for strengthening your arm muscles. blow drying your hair.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This show's not just about design tips, exercise tips as well.
Now that the large renos have been tackled, we're converting Simone's dining area into a clearly defined living space that appeals to buyers the moment they walk in. And in what used to be the living room, we're making room for a dining area and putting the closet door discreetly under the stairs. We're moving the island in the kitchen to create a casual eating area.
Go.
Oh, gosh, it is heavy.
It's on my toe.
Oh my God! Don't do that.
Upstairs, the improvements to the master bedroom are shaping up without breaking the bank. Replacing the linen with a more modern design lifts this room out of the doldrums. The second bedroom is a blank canvas, so all we're adding in here are fresh linens with matching wall hangings. Buyers will be drawn into the room by the bold designs on the bed. Several last-minute details will have Simone's house looking like the haven young professionals are looking for.
First impressions can really make or break a sale. You want potential buyers to be getting excited as they're walking up to the house, and that means the porch has to be clean and clear of debris. So I've put some flowers up and I'm giving this just a lick of paint, and soon it'll be looking very smart.
Buyers will be looking at every detail, so don't leave any unfinished areas. Even a bottle of wine on a shelf is a simple but elegant touch. Setting the mood is so important. A display of candles has dramatic impact, and the light is not only warm and soothing, it's also the most flattering. This house is going through an enormous change, but will buyers respond to the new look? It is amazing what we've achieved in this house with such a tiny budget. Simone's renovations added value, but then the money ran out and she was left with nothing for the decor. We've picked through her eclectic donated furniture, redistributed it through the house with dramatic effects. This home is now spacious and bright, and I think pretty soon Simone should be condo bound. The minute you walked into Simone's house, buyers were greeted with a front room that had a case of mistaken identity. But now it's gone from granny to gorgeous. We've repositioned 2 of Simone's own sofas to create a modern seating area. Covering over the door to the closet has created more wall space. Topped off with new paint, throw cushions and curtains, this room makes a great first impression. Further into the house, the sitting room was chock full of sofas. We've now made a proper dining area, again simply by moving Simone's own furniture around. The kitchen table is now the focal point. We've put the closet door in here and built some freestanding shelves. The new paint, light fixture and draperies make this room pop. Simone's kitchen was old and institutional, but we've moved the island in here to add counter space and a place to grab a bite. We spent just $94 on the kitchen backsplash and framed some inexpensive fabric to add colour to the walls. In the sunroom, we've slip covered a few dining room chairs and added some cushions. The master bedroom was quite the turn-off. Even Simone's shoes were trying to run away. So replacing the mattress with a proper bed, as well as 21st century linens and furnishings, helps buyers imagine themselves sleeping here. Full-length drapes, art and soothing new colours on the walls breathe life into this room. It now gives off a sophisticated ambiance potential buyers want. The second bedroom was an empty box. Not anymore. The day bed has new linens and throw pillows with my favourite poppy red designs. The use of space when preparing your home is key to making a deal. At a total cost of just $4,023, we've proven that a relatively small investment up front can potentially have a huge payoff later on. If you've got an open concept house, make sure your furniture matches. A ragtag collection of old and new pieces is not pleasing to the eye. Buyers need to be able to see that their furniture is going to fit in your home, so the flow of a room is really important. The awkward placement of doors or too much furniture can be a real turn-off. Decluttering should not leave your house looking like a boring white box. Personal effects add interest, make your house look lived in, and mean it's more memorable to potential buyers. What will Simone think?
Oh my gosh. Holy cannoli. I feel like I'm looking at a place out of a magazine. I think I have an amazing chance of selling this place finally. And anybody who wouldn't want to buy this house is insane.
Simone is convinced, but what about potential buyers?
Come on in. Thank you. Well, this is the sitting room, as you can see.
What a change.
You've been here before.
We have.
What were your first impressions last time?
I think we were a little disappointed. Today, I would say that it is a lot of what we had expected before and then some.
Come on through to the kitchen.
I don't even know how to describe the changes, but I have to tell you, this is pretty impressive.
Come on in. What are your first impressions?
Having a 2.5-year-old, I love this open concept.
Yeah.
It is just a great idea to be able to be in the kitchen and see them.
Yeah.
Come on through to the kitchen.
The beautiful kitchen.
Wow.
This is the master bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Closet doors.
Yeah. We have salvaged the majority of Simone's furniture, and we've made the most of every inch of this house. The result, it's light, it's modern, and most importantly, it's move-in ready. This is exactly the turnaround this house needed to become sellable.
Less than a week later, Simone sold her house for a whopping $20,000 above asking price. We've turned this house from unsellable to sold.
I'm happy. I'm actually happy. Like, this feels amazing. And now I understand the dining room's in here. Gosh, and the closet door. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. It actually feels like a home. Where do they get this stuff? I love it. Whew.
Laura and Errol are beginning to feel crushed under the emotional weight of staying in their home.
Coming home here is it's just not the same.
What is with this furniture? It's so brown.
We need to lighten up.
Emotions run high when you're selling because you're not just letting go of a piece of property, but a piece of your own history. So you have to do everything in your power to make your home desirable to someone else, the buyer. Now, my mission is to give concrete skills to homeowners to get them through the emotional minefield that is selling and to turn their unsellable houses into really hot properties. This two-story Edwardian semi has an open-plan living dining room, 3 bedrooms, and a spacious backyard. It's listed at $649,000, which is on target, so this house should have been snapped up. But it's been on the market for 6 weeks. The homeowners, Laura and Errol, are beginning to feel crushed under the emotional weight of staying in their home. They need to move on, and they've asked me to show them how to get that fresh start. Laura, a vice president of marketing, and her partner Errol, an insurance broker, moved into their home 3 years ago.
We bought the house originally because it was in our price range, number one. Number two, we didn't really have to renovate anything at the time.
We were saying to each other, I can't believe these old houses are built amazing.
So soundproof, can't hear anything.
Nothing.
But 18 months later, their peace and quiet was shattered.
Another family with 2 little kids moved in, and all of a sudden we heard screaming kids in the morning.
Needless to say, it's not so soundproof.
And it wasn't just any family. It was relatives of Laura's ex-husband.
It's my ex-husband's cousins who have moved in next door. Very nice people, but wow, of all people to be my next-door neighbors attached to me, it's just a little weird.
The final straw came when their beloved chocolate lab, Kylie, died.
Coming home here is it's just not the same.
Missing Kylie and desperate to get away from their neighbors, Laura and Errol need to move.
That's why it's time.
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 Certainly time now.
Definitely time.
The $649,000 price tag may seem high, but in this neighborhood, similar priced homes sell within 2 weeks. Their house sits on the largest lot on the street. Centrally located in one of the city's most affluent neighborhoods, there's every type of restaurant and store a buyer could want.
So 6 weeks on the market in this area is an eternity. So why have Laura and Errol not found a buyer? This is a great neighbourhood. I think I need to get inside and find out more. I swore I saw a stained glass window when I was walking up. There it is. Why would you box up a selling feature? It's very dark in here. They've got their television blocking all the light. Very dark furniture. And the only painting on the wall is a picture of a chocolate Labrador. Oh, I think those are ashes. And that could be a little awkward when it comes to talking to the homeowner. They've pushed their dining room table right up against the wall. It should be centred under this chandelier. If you've got a chandelier at this height and you've got people viewing, bam, headbutt it. And that's not the way to sell a house. From the dark into the light. It's very, very, very white in here. A little bit of colour in this kitchen, I think, would really lift it. But having said that, it's clean, it's got quite a lot of prep space. The thing I love about this kitchen, though, is the nice big windows, and they're not covered up. Definitely a doggy theme in this house. With no evidence of a $649,000 home downstairs, maybe upstairs will justify the price. I guess not. Yet again, they have covered up the windows with curtains and a bed. Weird 70s lights, and what is with this furniture? It's so brown. This room has so much potential, but it's such a disappointment. This house is too dark and it's too drab. The natural light can't get through the windows because they're obscured by heavy drapes. The furniture is too chunky and is too dark. And the colour scheme, every imaginable shade of brown. They've turned this house into a mausoleum. And believe me, no one is going to pay $649,000 to live in a tomb. That is why this house is unsellable. Laura and Errol need to listen to my advice. I love this house. I love the yard, I love the neighbourhood, and we're sitting out here because it's so nice and bright, because the inside of your house feels like a tomb. You block every window up with either a drape or a piece of furniture. Why? You're looking completely startled.
And there's kids sometimes playing in the street, so that's why that one's blocked.
But when you've got viewings, you want to let as much light into the house as possible. I got really excited when I was walking up to the front of the house. I saw the stained glass window. I was like, oh, some period details. You've blocked off the stained glass window with the cupboard.
That was actually done before we moved in.
OK, well then,
And
you are not to blame.
Thank you very much.
It's a shame about your sitting room. You've got this very, very dark furniture, and you're blocking the light through the windows. Having a sort of shrine to your beautiful chocolate lab is understandable, but it's not necessarily the best things to woo the buyers when they first walk in.
Since the dog passed away, we've kind of lost our enthusiasm in the house.
When you're asking the asking price that you are, everything's got to be top notch. I think we could just brighten it up a bit, especially in the bedroom. That could be a really special master bedroom. But again, it's like, how many shades of brown are there?
I would agree with that.
So what I want to see is this house looking bright, inviting, cottage charm, and then it is going to wow the buyers.
I agree. Yeah.
But you need to be ready to put Kylie aside for the moment and move on so we can get you in a new house.
I think we're ready.
We're ready.
We're certainly ready.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
We're excited too.
This neighbourhood is really popular, so Laura and Errol's 3-bedroom Edwardian semi should have been snapped up as soon as it came on the market, but 6 weeks and no offers? I want to speak to Stephen, the real estate agent, and ask him why he thinks this house isn't selling. Maybe part of the problem is that their agent is an old friend. Be careful when mixing business with pleasure, especially at this price tag. Stephen, how does that work, being in a professional relationship?
It's hard because they don't always listen to me, and that's why we're having a problem selling it now.
What advice did you give?
To lighten it up, because the furniture is very 80s, dark, heavy, brown, cave-like furniture. They left it the way it was.
What has the feedback from potential buyers been?
Great house, great location, but too dark.
Did you give that information to Laura and Errol?
I did. but she doesn't listen.
I don't understand really why they haven't done anything about it. I think it might be because they're slightly depressed after the death of their dog.
I told her if she opened the drapes, she'd feel better.
What have you done to market this house?
We've had a couple open houses. I've had 5 or 6 couples through also to look at the house. I haven't had my agent's open house lunch yet because she wouldn't allow me to.
Whoa, hold on. You can't have the agents round for lunch because Laura won't allow you?
She wanted me to respect her privacy, but that doesn't sell a house.
You can't sell a house by hiding it, you know. Right. Now the asking price, 649, realistic?
It's right on the ball.
If we get the condition up to scratch and the price is right, do you think we'll have a quick sale?
Definitely.
It's obvious that Laura and Errol aren't listening to their friend and agent. So to get them to see the light, I'm showing them a house that sold in just 15 days for 99% of the asking price. What immediately strikes you about this room?
I like the brick, the exposed brick.
You like the brown, the only piece of brown in the house, and you go for it. Other than the brown wall.
It's very bright.
It's bright and the furniture is placed artistically.
But there's nothing on the walls, like the walls are kind of plain, and there's no window coverings.
They don't really need window coverings, because if you look, there ain't no one to look at you.
That's true.
Look at that light coming through. You can see the trees outside. What have we learned from this room, folks?
Keep the windows exposed.
Yes! Hooray! Laura is finally getting the idea.
Oh, this is really nice. Really nice kitchen.
Your kitchen is fantastic. It just needs one more little push to increase the interest.
Yeah, our kitchen is very stark.
Just that addition of the sparkling backsplash and this kind of almost washed down pistachio colour adds a tiny bit of warmth and interest.
And it's bright.
Yeah.
Our kitchen's bright too, though.
Yeah.
No tomb in the kitchen.
No, definitely no tomb in the kitchen. Do you want to come have a look at the bedroom?
Sure.
Brilliant.
Oh, this is nice.
This is very cool.
What do you immediately notice again when you walk in here?
Very bright.
Very bright.
All the design elements tie in here. Dark doesn't sell, bright does. This house sold in 15 days for 99% of the asking price.
Wow.
Wow.
So just by opening the curtains in your house, by toning down the dark, heavy furniture, and by painting it bright colours, you will instantly have a much more sellable home.
Yeah, I get that.
So now you really, really understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
We need to lighten up.
To help them do that, our general contractor, Anthony Sayers, is on the scene. I've been bullying Errol and Laura about how dark this house is and how we've got to brighten it up. How are we going to go about that?
We're going to remove the mirrored doors in the front foyer, open it up, and we'll build a bench with some storage and some coat hooks for jackets and stuff like that.
What we want to do is see that beautiful stained glass window, which buyers will be looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, it's a great feature. You might as well show it off. Upstairs in the master bedroom, you have a very old track lighting. We'll update it with some modern halogens.
I agree with that.
We're gonna paint out the whole entire front porch and pretty much the whole main floor of the house.
We need to maximize the space and the light in this house, and that will involve changing the window treatments, changing up some of the furniture, using a bright, light-colored paint.
Okay.
But we do need your help, so maybe we can get to the demolition.
You trust his handiwork?
He's gonna be supervised, so it's gonna be all good.
Getting rid of unnecessary pieces that distract is essential to a successful sale. People need to focus on the house, not on your specific taste or style.
Wow, you're so nice and neat.
Somber houses don't sell.
Let there be light.
Ta-da!
Remove objects that block access to the light.
It's a big difference, actually.
Depersonalize your home by packing away sentimental items. It's painful at first, but you'll get a quicker sale at the end.
That's Kylie in a box. 3 months has passed since, Kylie has left us, so coming into the house was very gloomy. Having her right here every time we walked into the house, it was a reminder every day, so it's good that we're moving her.
If Laura and Errol don't sell their house, they'll be stuck beside their noisy neighbours forever. We've got to make this house sellable and have only 3 days till the open house. What's with the tape? Are we expecting a hurricane or something?
Well, no, the tape is just in case I lift the mirror off and the mirror breaks, it'll help keep the pieces intact.
You do know if you break a mirror, it's 7 years bad luck.
I gotta lift it there. It'll just come out of the track.
And you just unscrew the track?
And then you just unscrew the top track and the bottom track after, and that's it.
What are we doing with the flooring? It's definitely different.
It is different. By the time I build the bench, I'll build the bench out to where the track is now so that we'll cover the floor and it won't be an issue.
Fantastic.
Let the light through.
Let the light through. People, let the light through. Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Okay.
The team is finishing off the rest of the old closet by covering the outdated tile with a lift-top bench. Young families are always on the lookout for extra storage. But we need to get them through the door first. I hope you've switched the electricity off. I don't want to have to peel you off the floor.
Yes, it's off. I wouldn't be touching the wires otherwise.
Now, there are quite a few wires there. How do you know which wire goes with which wire?
Well, usually you would just connect white to white, which is neutral to neutral.
Yeah.
Black is hot, black to black. And then ground to ground is green, usually.
Those are a vast improvement on these.
Yes.
Speakerphones or something. Anthony, when are you finished? So once we've done this, and I've finished reading my interesting magazine about the rich and famous, what have we got to do next?
Just some painting downstairs.
Carry on, Anthony.
Oh, thank you. It's so hot up here.
Well, it's nice and cool down here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying that.
I am. Now, are you going to be very well behaved with your delightful real estate agent, Stephen, and let him do an agent's lunch here?
Yes, of course. I love Stephen.
Good, because he said you were resistant to the idea.
Oh, I see. Stephen spilled the beans on me, did
Stephen has so spilled the beans.
Oh, terrible. Yes, he can do that.
We're making the house presentable. Anthony's tackling the bin on the porch.
What I want to do is I want to take it apart, but I want to keep as many pieces intact. I'm going to take the lid up, and I'm just going to unscrew the hinges from the actual frame. And then after that, I'm going to take the doors off, and then the rest of the structure should just unscrew, and we can transport it to the backyard.
Where Errol can finally be put to good use.
Awesome job.
All right, great. Thanks for your help.
The renos are continuing inside. Inexpensive slip covers are a great way to cover dark, heavy furniture. Updating light fixtures and adding minimalist accent pieces add a wow factor that affluent buyers in this price range expect. Now that the storage bench has been built, the atrium is getting a fresh coat of paint. This will impress buyers when they walk through the door. Outside, the depressing brown paint made a terrible first impression. Changing it to a lighter colour ensures the house is in keeping with the rest of the neighbourhood. In the back, refreshing outdoor furniture with bright, inexpensive cushions adds a touch of glamour. With the renovation done, finishing touches make this house worth every penny. These oil diffusers are a great alternative to the chemical sprays and plug-ins. They last forever, they cost next to nothing, and they smell really great. Pretty view, comfy chair, good book. This is the perfect place for a reading nook. Fresh flowers are great, but they're expensive and they don't last forever. Artificial ones can look fake, but if you combine artificial flowers and real foliage, you've got yourself an authentic looking bouquet. Just remember to add water. Now that we've let the light in, will buyers come out of the shadows? It is hard to believe we're in the same house. It's a transformation that should bring the target market of young families and couples in droves and give Laura and Errol their fresh start. First impressions are lasting impressions. After our changes to the hall closet, buyers walk into a light-filled atrium. Not only have we created a pleasurable first impression, but functional storage space as well. Laura and Errol's living room was a gloomy shrine to their deceased lab, Kylie. Now the oversized furniture has slimmed down thanks to neutral linen covers. The lighter furnishings have opened up the space. The TV and curtains no longer block the sun. Gone is the dark and heavy feel, replaced by a light and breezy vibe that accentuates the flow of the room. The dining room layout was off-kilter. Now the table has been recentered under a less weighty chandelier. New curtains frame rather than block the light, and a splash of colour gives potential homeowners the chance to see themselves having a family meal around the table. In the kitchen, we've added new paint and bold accessories. And upstairs, sombre is no longer in the master suite. We've added bedside table lamps and trendy new ceiling lighting. Crisp, clean linens and new drapery add to the easy fix. Buyers can now recharge in this luxurious haven of light. At a total cost of $4,100, Laura and Errol's home now earns its price tag of $649,000. It's finally the modern, light-filled sanctuary 30-somethings and families will queue up for. Open the blinds, draw the curtains, and let the light in. It will make your house feel bigger, warmer, and believe me, buyers do not want to live in a bunker. If you're selling a period property, highlight the architectural details. Don't hide the stained glass window or box in the fireplace, because it's more than likely these details that will sell your house. Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. Listen to your real estate agent, because they're the expert. Disregarding their advice could cost you the sale. We've let the light in, but will Laura and Errol keep an open mind?
Oh, wow.
Wow. That piece.
That's from out here.
That's right.
Oh, that looks really good there.
Look at the light.
That looks stunning.
Nice color.
Change from the white.
Wow.
Wow.
This is really nice. We gotta find a house.
We gotta find a house.
Because this is going to sell now.
Someone else is gonna love this. How can they not? I love it.
Can we soundproof these walls?
We chose a quiet night for the open house.
I really like how it's all open.
This is a fantastic house for entertaining.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful. So far, how many houses of the houses you've seen are possibilities? There was one, but I like this one better.
You like this one better? That's really exciting.
That was beautiful. I mean, what kind of house are you looking for? Do you like the period houses?
I like a house with character, and this seems to have it. This is very nice. Oh, this is cute.
It is.
It's a nice size. Oh, wow, look at this.
You've got this beam.
Oh, this is beautiful. I think that's so cute. There's so much character for such an old home.
So would you consider coming back for a second viewing?
Definitely.
Never underestimate the power of emotion when you're selling your house. Buyers are looking for a fresh start, so your house has to offer them that new and bright future. Now, Laura and Errol's dark and dreary house is this bright and airy cottage, and I would love to see it sold. Laura and Errol can move on from the past and look forward to the future. This house now deserves a $649,000 price tag, and they're ready to embrace a new house with a brand new puppy.
Look how much bigger this room is.
I know. Right?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
It's amazing what just paint does. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
The bed looks huge here. This
Look
looks
at the
awesome.
lights.
The lights, oh, so much nicer. It looks like a hotel.
It does. Can we get turn down service?
With a mint on the pillow.
This house hasn't received a single offer.
There's nothing wrong with being like $1.1 million in debt.
The blue theme, I'm not a fan at all.
We liked it.
We
were happy with it.
I want this house to look the best on the street.
When selling your house, you want to ensure it stands out from the competition, but it can stand out a little too much if your own personal taste is all over it. Learning to let go of your own style and creating a dream home for someone else is one of the biggest lessons in real estate. My job is to give homeowners a leg up in getting their unsellable houses sold. At $439,000, this house is priced on target for a quick sale. It's got 3 bedrooms, landscape gardens, a family room, but it hasn't received a single offer, and that's why they've asked for my help to get this house sold. Michelle and her husband, Sean, have 2 boys, Justin and Owen, as well as 2 dogs, Bailey and Hunter. This was the first house they ever bought.
Got lots of friends on the street. A lot of people grew up together in the same thing, because it's a relatively new subdivision, so a lot of people moved in the same time we did as well.
9 years later, they want to go bigger and better. They bought a $530,000 home, but there's a catch. They have to sell this one first.
We didn't think it'd be an issue when we put the house up on the market.
They thought they were doing everything in their power to make their dreams come true.
Had the stager come through the house. We moved lots of pieces out of the house. We depersonalized the house.
The photographer came, and video came.
Their impatience could cost them if they end up paying for 2 mortgages.
There's nothing wrong with being like $1.1 million in debt.
$1.1 million in debt. That spells financial ruin if they don't sell this house.
That's the ultimate nightmare, sitting with 2 homes.
Michelle and Sean's home is in an award-winning waterfront community. Detached family homes here sell in about a week for well over $450,000. Michelle and Sean's is underpriced at $439,000. But with 4 open houses and 22 viewings, they haven't had 1 offer.
So I want to find out what's holding this one up.
Every garage door on the street is the same colour. Michelle and Sean's is electric blue. How much is that going to cost the buyers to remedy? The blue theme continues. I'm not a fan at all. No. First of all, I am not going to take these sandals off and walk barefoot across cold tiles. And B, buyers don't like being bossed around the moment they walk in the house. Blue to beige. Now this is better. A nice neutral colour. This makes the room feel much, much bigger. My only slight criticism though is they've gone a little too far on the monochrome theme. It's like beige, taupe. There are a lot of knickknacks in this room. You've got crystals, you've got a display doll, a hairy lamp, and back to the blue. That is a terrible place to put a hot tub. The garden is beautifully landscaped, but all you can see is the hot tub. They have been proved in poll after poll to be the least popular home renovation because they suck up money and they take a lot of time and energy to maintain. Have a great day. That's what people tell you in shops, and you're like, "Rrr." My heart sinks as I walk upstairs. I think what they're trying to achieve in this room is a kind of cozy family sitting room upstairs, but it's dark and it doesn't match with the blue. Family, love, laugh. These messages are too personal for most buyers' taste. They're the first things that are going to go, followed by that ginormous television. In the boys' room, buyers see yet more fixes. This wallpaper is too much. It means this room can only be seen as a kid's room. Also, bunk beds. They take up a huge amount of room. Look, out there is a beautiful balcony, but you can't see it. Now that's a selling feature, so show it off. Back to the beige. And more of the messages. Believe, faith, laugh is a bit like being in a self-help book. This house should have been a runaway success because it's well priced, it's big, it's clean, it's well maintained, and it has a beautifully landscaped garden. But it hasn't sold. The paint colours are completely manic, and at a $439,000 price tag, people shouldn't have to do any work. And that's why I think this house is totally unsellable. Michelle and Sean are in serious financial trouble if they don't sell their home before moving into the new one. They need to listen to my advice. This is a great house. It's big, it's incredibly well maintained, you've got a fantastic garden, and the price is right. So it should have sold.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Why hasn't it sold?
Yeah, we're both saying the same. We're both saying the same thing. Why hasn't it sold?
First things first is who chose the colours?
The blues are all mine.
Blues are all
I like
yours.
blue.
My problem with the very, very bright blue and the very, very dark brown is they're very intense colours and they're not for everyone.
It had been mentioned to us though with the colors through our real estate agent, and we had a stager come in.
Okay, so the stager and the real estate agent both said that's an awful lot of blue.
Yes.
But Michelle and Sean chose not to take their advice. They are professionals. They do this for a living. And although you like blue and it's your house, you're trying to sell it. So it really is immaterial what you like and what you don't like. And what you want to do when you're selling is you want to make your house appeal to the broadest range of people possible. Now, Owen's room, if you weren't selling your house, it would be the perfect little boy's room. But if you're putting a bunk bed in like that, with the bed coming out at a 90-degree angle, it makes the room look like a single. You've got a double room with a veranda. That screams very, very swanky second bedroom.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Selling is all about letting buyers know how great your house is. Show it off. Now, the messages in your house. The family, the love, the laughter, the aspire. It would be better not to have those messages.
It's just something we'd never even
Yeah.
occurred to us.
Yeah, no, that actually definitely didn't occur to
Yeah.
us.
So I think if we just take them out, it's safer, then no one can get offended. Okay, so are you ready to let go of your claim to this house and make a new push?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes,
We're willing to
definitely.
do what we have to do to get this house to sell.
Michelle and Sean's three-bedroom house is situated in this award-winning lakefront community where houses usually sell within the week. This has been on the market almost 4 weeks, so I want to ask the real estate agent, Susan, why. So, Susan, how many viewers have you had through the door?
We've had 22 showings through agents, and we've had 4 open houses.
It's not being sold from lack of interest.
No, definitely not.
Why do you think it hasn't been snapped up?
The feedback I've been receiving is that it needed painting, but they had just painted all the rooms and touched them up, so I didn't want to have them go through the expense of painting it all over again. And so I said, you know, we'll try it and see what happens.
But your advice over the 4 weeks, when there wasn't a buyer, did you say maybe you should consider painting?
Yes, I've said all along, maybe we should neutralize the house.
But do you think you could have been more forceful, or?
I think as an agent doing my job, I should have maybe forced it a little bit more. Because buyers are looking for neutral colors. It doesn't cater to most buyers.
At 439, there's a certain standard in this neighbourhood that people are expecting to see. What are buyers around here looking for?
They want to be able to move in with their young children and not have to do much work.
So once we've repainted, decluttered a bit more, rearranged the furniture, basically presented this house to its best potential, do you think we'll find a buyer quite quickly?
Oh, I definitely think so.
So Susan didn't push enough and Michelle and Sean didn't think her advice was worth taking. To make them see sense, I'm going to show them a house that sold on the very first day for just over asking. What do you notice about the front of the house?
There's no blue.
Exactly. It blends into the rest of the neighbourhood. It's clean, tidy.
And it totally blends in with the brick.
Exactly. Now come on inside. So what we have here is a family room. This is not a huge room, but this pale colour makes the room feel bigger. Now, can you imagine yourself sitting here?
Yeah, we can. It would be an adjustment for us because everything in our house is much more color.
A really, really dark colour like that dark brown makes the room feel much smaller.
So you're saying by changing our color in our room upstairs?
It's going to make it look a lot bigger. Well, that was easier than I thought.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I can tell you like it.
It flows from the other room right into here, and it's very soft.
What do you not see when you look out the patio windows?
Our hot tub.
Exactly. You get to see the whole garden.
Yeah, there's no obstacles in its way. It's totally clear what's out there.
Good, I'm glad you agree. Anyway, I'm really excited about showing you upstairs, so follow me. You don't have to be a genius to work out that this is a little girl's room.
It's very open, it's very soft.
If you take away the crib and all the pink, you are not left with that quite thick wallpaper with all the animals. You wouldn't have to do any work to it. They're showing it at its best and it's move-in ready, and those are two things that, you know, buyers are looking for. Now, this house was incredibly successful. It sold in one day.
Wow.
The first day on the market for 101% of the asking price. So are you ready now to get back to your house and start toning down your crazy colours?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
If they don't want to be stuck paying for 2 homes, Michelle and Sean need to tone the colours down. Our contractor, Anthony says, is here to help with the changes. Anthony, you must be really happy with this house. There's next to no construction. How are you going to while away the hours?
Well, there's lots to do still.
The blue.
We just need to blend in the front of the house with the rest of the neighborhood. And taking down the basketball net.
Upstairs in Owen's room, we want the room to look bigger and we want to be able to show off the lovely veranda.
We need to just remove the bunk bed and take down the wallpaper that's on the wall.
And obviously, we have discussed the paint colours. Yeah. They need to go.
Most of the time is going to be spent painting, right? So we're going to need all hands on deck.
Put us to work.
Let's get to it then.
Yeah.
Go on.
Excellent.
Let's go.
Keep lifestyle messages out of sight until a deal is on the table. Placing a cabinet on an empty wall adds interest, but too many collectibles turns buyers off. If your house has a beautiful view, maximise it.
That's okay, that's good.
Time and money go to waste if buyers can't see your home's best asset.
1, 2, 3.
Bye-bye, hot tub.
If Michelle and Sean don't sell their home, they'll be living a nightmare paying 2 mortgages. To make their house sellable, we've got just 3 days until the open house. On a street where uniformity sells, an electric blue garage door does nothing to market the house. To regain buyers' interest, we're upping the curb appeal. Oh, so close. Okay, you can take it down.
Now
Hold on, one more time. Oh, never mind.
So close. Can I take it down now?
I suppose so. I know we want to appeal to families, but this just looked really old and...
Yeah, it's very tiresome, so I think it's time for it to go.
And once we've painted this, painted the white, it will look much better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it really sort of stuck out like a sore thumb.
And that one's easy.
I want this house to look the best on the street.
It will.
Perfect. OK, well, I'll leave you to it then. Even though we're marketing this house as family-friendly, taking down the net says to buyers, you don't need to have kids to live here. The family room should appeal to a broader range of buyer. Adding a neutral colour highlights its potential and maximises the appeal as a cosy, bright space. These gold strips are a little gaudy and they don't really go with the new look of the room, so I'm going to get rid of them. Now, what most people don't realise is they're only magnetic, so you can take them off like that. Now, you see these little strips here? Sometimes they're sort of stuck on, so you just need to get a tool and just give them a bit of a jimmy, and they come off. There we go. Look. Ta-da. Much better. Painting over the garish blue will help this house sell. Michelle and Sean grudgingly agree.
We liked it. We were happy with it.
The colors chosen is actually the color we had when we moved into this house.
You're not gonna believe it, but yes.
So we've gone full circles. Completely gone full circles.
Yes, it is. But the color still does say something about us. It's still got the blue in it.
That's what I say to very dark blue kitchens. When selling a home, personal style is just that, too personal. Buyers run away from busy designs that need time and money to fix. Let Anthony do it instead.
There's all kinds of products out there for removing wallpaper, but all you really need is a putty knife, a sponge and some water, and this. It's a perforator. These blades make holes into the wallpaper. See all that? And then when you add water, it'll just penetrate the paper and the glue and help lift the paper off.
Ugh, no wonder buyers were turned off. Way too labour intensive. But once the wallpaper's down, a nice clean paint will brighten this room. Downstairs, we're repurposing furniture in the family room, and the new fixtures will put the best light on the more neutral paint colours. With all the changes done, finishing touches give buyers that welcome home feeling. You want new light fixtures, but you can't afford them. Easy. Just replace the lampshades. And you've got instant chic. Table runners are a great way of adding some style to the room, but you also get to admire the grain in the table. This used to be the dead space behind the television, and now it's a pocket office. Clever. We've turned this house around, but will buyers go past the front door? We've transformed the colour catastrophe that was Michelle and Sean's, and the new palette is spectacular. Now this house fits in seamlessly with the neighbourhood, but more importantly, with the expectations of the wave of potential buyers who are going to walk through the front door. Uniformity is key when marketing your home. By toning down the electric blue garage and removing the unsightly basketball net, it now looks like a $439,000 house. In the hallway, the blue theme continued, so all it needed was a little neutralising. In the living room, the blandness didn't inspire buyers. We've covered the furniture with white linens, adding eye-catching pillows and complementary accessories. In the dining room, those collectibles equaled no offers. To get that updated look that buyers demand, new wall hangings and modern accessories do the trick. In the kitchen, the blue walls were too much for buyers, so we've given them exactly what they want: white, clean and bright. And the money pit of a hot tub, gone. Now buyers will get their money's worth. That view sells this house. That family room, such a missed opportunity. Using bright paints completely transforms it into a modern, upscale space. Complementary coverings mask the outdated furniture, and a handy office nook adds functionality. In Owen's room, the transformation is inspiring. No more jungle, no more bunk beds, no more block balcony. Bright new paint, a funky rug, cool accessories and modern lighting all help this room feel larger than it actually is. Marketing your house for sale isn't only about decor. It's also about successfully positioning your home on the market to make it competitive. At a total cost of $3,400, we've successfully toned down Michelle and Sean's personal taste. This house is now the head of the block. It does not make sense to impose your own personal style when you're selling your house, because you want a design choice that will appeal to the broadest range of people possible. Lose the cheery messages, the religious art and the personal mementos, because you're selling your house, not your lifestyle. Whether it's the oversized television or the giant hot tub, don't ignore the elephant in the room, get rid of it, because denial could cost you a sale. After neutralising their space, will Michelle and Sean recognise their own home?
Holy moly.
Oh, wow. It looks amazing. Oh, look.
Look how different it is without the hot tub back there.
Funky. Oh.
Greens and whites and yellows.
Very nice.
Beige.
Wow, this is different. Holy smokes. Very nice.
It did give us the wow factor when we walked in, and that's like exactly what I'm sure other people will see is when they come in here, they'll get a wow factor.
Their house is more than ready for a sale, so bring on those buyers. Come on through to the sitting room.
Oh, wow, it's great. I like the way the furniture is placed.
This is nice.
It's very cozy, and it looks big at the same time.
Come on into the sitting room.
Oh, wow. It's a gorgeous color. I really like the coloring.
So what are you looking for?
We're first home buyers. Our family is out of town, so those just the two of us. We're looking for something like a 2-3 bedroom, enough space so people could come and visit. So
you're looking
lots
for
of space.
Come on through here, the kitchen.
Oh, you know what? This color is a lot nicer than the one before.
You've already seen it?
Yeah, we saw it and kind of walked into this and said, okay, so how much is paint gonna cost?
Absolutely.
Did you notice the garage door as well?
Yeah, we did. As soon as we pulled up. And
too.
also the basketball net was gone. And that, you know, for somebody looking for a house like us, we don't have children. So, you know, it's certainly not a selling feature for us.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. It looks so much bigger.
Yeah. It does.
So much bigger. Oh, it's so cute. This is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
The $1 million question, will you be coming back for a third viewing?
Yeah, we'll bring his parents.
Oh, that's so exciting. This house now fits in harmoniously with the rest of the neighborhood and is primed and ready for a new set of homeowners. And it's a good thing. Just 2 weeks after the Unsellables team left, Michelle and Sean sold their house for the full asking price. We've turned their home from unsellable to sold.
It's coming to a close. Soon, you know, once that sold sign out and code goes up on our lawn, it's gonna be a little emotional.
Wow.
Definitely.
That looks so funky.
Put a desk and everything in there.
So
I guess to set up a
adorable.
computer.
I have to touch and play. I love this stuff. It looks good. Super, super good.
It's been on the market for 6 weeks. I'm looking for a more modern home. Well, that is not a good start.
In our minds, everything looks great.
This is unacceptable. When you're selling your house, it can be really hard to know which home improvements are going to give you the best return on your investment. My job is to give guidance to homeowners to turn their unsellable houses into surefire sellers. At $279,000, this modest home in a family-friendly neighbourhood has 2 bedrooms, a separate dining room, a garage in the back, and is 960 square feet. It's been on the market for 6 weeks, and there hasn't been a single bite. That is why I'm here to convert this unsellable house from sad to sold. Gail works in marketing and event management, feisty and independent. She raises her 2 daughters, Janelle, 19, and Tyra, 15, on her own. They've been loving their home for more than 5 years.
Up or down? Getting this home was like a milestone in my life. It was my first home. The kids and I were on our own. This was the perfect size for us at the time.
But the house doesn't suit their needs anymore.
I'm in the basement alone. I feel like I'm part of the family if I was upstairs with them.
This house is very small, and I need more space to move around.
I'm looking for a more modern home, something with a lot more space.
2 months ago, Gail took matters into her own hands.
I can sell it on my own. I don't need to bring in an agent. So I created my own listing. I did a mass email to a lot of people that I know. I also put it on an internal bulletin at my job, as well as on the internet.
But her plan backfired.
I didn't get a lot of interest. It was a disaster. After about 6 weeks of selling it on my own, I went and got a professional.
So for Gail, it's now or never.
In order for the kids and I to move forward, this house has to sell.
Gail's semi-detached house is one of many similar homes in this up-and-coming hotspot 20 minutes west of the city centre. Houses like hers sell in 15 days for around $300,000. And even though Gail listed her house at $279,000, with 4 open houses and 10 showings, she's had no offers. Competition for affordable homes like Gail's is fierce, so why has it been on the market for 6 weeks? I'm going to go and find out. Look, one good tug and I could literally rip this off. The paint is all peeling. There's a disassembled table over there. This porch is hazardous, unsightly. And with this porch in this condition, there's no way Gail could talk any buyer into a sale. Dining room with quite a lot of eclectic furniture. It's like someone sort of half-heartedly tried to make this house ready for sale. Peeling 80s peach wallpaper and a manky old carpet runner. I never understand why people put their largest pieces of furniture blocking the doorway because it makes the room feel smaller because you've got to maneuver around. And they couldn't even put their blinds straight. Oh, I was expecting a terrible kitchen. Moving on through. This is unacceptable. You cannot sell a house with a back porch in this condition. I dread to think what's upstairs. This might be one of the worst paint jobs I've ever seen. I find it hard to believe that anyone thinks that you can show a house in this state and expect it to sell. No wonder Gail is feeling overwhelmed. Any buyer walking in off the street would feel exactly the same. First, Gail thought she could sell her house without an agent. Second, because of its condition, buyers perceive her home as structurally unsound. And finally, people aren't willing to pay $279,000 and then spend even more money getting the house to the standard it should be. And that, my friends, is what is stopping this house from getting sold. If Gail wants to move, she needs to listen to what I have to say. Gail, this house obviously holds good memories for you. It's your first house.
Yes.
Where you brought up your two girls.
Yeah.
When you first put your house on the market, you didn't put it on with a real estate agent. Why was that?
Well, I was thinking with my marketing and promotion background that I can use the same skills to market and promote the house.
Yeah.
I realize now that it's much more than an agent does and what I was trying to do, and I appreciate what they do.
A lot of people make up their minds about whether they want to buy a house in 60 seconds.
Right.
Now, they're going to spend at least 60 seconds on the porch checking out all the damage.
I was thinking that it was outside and it didn't really matter.
Curb appeal is very important. You look at 25 houses, you might drive past a few of them.
Right.
And if they don't look great from the outside, you might not even bother to go in the first place.
Okay.
The wallpaper in the hallway is literally coming off the walls. Now, you want buyers to think that the house is in tip-top condition, not just decorative-wise, but structurally as well.
I bought it the way it was, so I figured someone else could see the beauty in the house.
Now, the living room. The sofa you're sitting on is quite large.
Right.
And it's right in front of the doorway. I know. Much too big for the room.
We've been here for so long, we kind of got used to everything, and then in our minds, everything looks great.
Your bedroom. Would you say painting was your forte?
No. I thought it was, but it's not.
The problem when you choose a very, very strong colour is some people are going to like it, some people aren't. And the thing when you're selling your house is you don't want to alienate people. You want everyone to like it.
Right.
So are you ready to help me get this house sold?
Yep, I'm ready because we're ready to sell and we're ready to move on.
This pocket of affordable homes in a close-knit uptown community is a golden ticket to first-time buyers. Gail's house has been on the market for 6 weeks. Initially, she went down the private sales route, but with little success, so she decided to employ a real estate agent. And I'm going to go and have a word with the agent, Deb, to see what she's doing to get this house sold. Debs, now Gail decided to sell her house privately. What would you say the pitfalls of choosing that route are?
First and foremost, she doesn't have access to MLS, which, of course, is accessible by over 25,000 agents. And along with that comes legal elements. So I think that when people try to sell their homes privately, they might become targets for somebody that might not have the purest thoughts. You know, this is where mortgage fraud and real estate fraud might enter into it.
How would you differentiate yourself from another real estate agent? What do you think you bring to the table?
Understanding the marketplace, what's happening in the particular area. So you're in a position to really be able to sell the house from the perspective not only of the seller, but of the buyer that might be looking to move in.
What advice did you give to Gail?
It's got to be extremely clean. People can be very forgiving of houses that don't meet their standard of decor and design, provided the house is sparkling.
What have you done to market the property so far?
There'll be an agent open house. There'll be weekend open houses. I have a database of over 1,000 people that I send out a print piece to. I also get on the phone and I call a lot of the local offices, make them aware that I'm sending through something to them to create an awareness at their office meetings.
First-time buyer coming through the house and they see the peeling paint, they see the slightly unstable porch. How do you turn the situation around?
If you say to them walking in the door, ignore the decor. Put your own stamp on this, but consider the fact that it's priced to sell.
Once we have sorted out the exterior, given it a fresh coat of paint, modernised the sitting room, the dining room and the master bedroom, are you confident that this is going to appeal to the first-time buyers?
I hope so.
Gail did the right thing by hiring an agent, but she still needs to see what a move-in ready house looks like. I'm taking her to one that sold in just 7 days for an incredible $57,000 over asking. Okay, Gail, you want to invite the buyers in.
Right.
And you do that through curb appeal. So come on up to the porch. It's warm, it's inviting, it's well maintained.
Yeah.
It bodes well for the inside.
Yeah.
Well, come on inside. Freshly painted front door. What is it specifically you like about this room?
The color they use for the paint is very soothing.
They've positioned the furniture perfectly. Doesn't feel crowded, clean, decluttered. Come through to the dining room. Now, what do you think of the flow between the sitting room and the dining room?
It's a great flow because the colors are the same, I noticed, versus in my place, and the carpet continues from room to room.
I want to kind of create more of a flow, so your ground floor matches.
Got it.
Anyway, come up to the bedroom.
All right.
I always say to people, when you're choosing paint colours for a house, when you're for the purpose of sale, go for colours that increase the sense of space and light in a room.
Right.
If people see peeling paint, the porch stairs falling off the back, they're going to think there are serious structural problems with your house, and that's going to scare them away.
Right.
This house sold in 7 days for 13% over asking.
Oh, wow.
We're going to make your house look as great as this.
I feel positive that I'm going to have a good outcome from it.
OK, well, if we stand around jabbering, we're not going to get anything done, so come on. Our general contractor, Anthony Sayers, is here to get Gail's house in tip-top condition. Now, Gail, this house has got me a bit worried because there is a lot of remedial work to do. Because remember what I said about curb appeal, people doing drive-bys and not necessarily coming in the house if it doesn't look in tip-top condition. And this porch does not scream by me.
We're gonna resand the front porch and repaint it.
Okay. We're gonna leave the wallpaper in the family room, sitting room. And we're gonna make it work with the furniture we choose. We're gonna have a nice retro feel to it.
We need to just repaint the whole stairwell and then re-carpet the stairs. The next is the master bedroom.
We wanna put a brighter, more neutral color in there, and they'll be able to see that it's a good, well-finished paint job. So are you ready to get a paintbrush out?
I'm ready.
Homeowners don't notice clutter hiding the best features of a home, but buyers do. Remove or store large items. People need to focus on the house, not on your furniture.
Hold it.
Don't let a potential sale be ruined because of a dodgy booby trap. So think safety. Hazardous construction should be fixed or torn down. Knowing what buyers want is key to selling your home. This price point attracts first-time buyers who don't part with their money easily. Poor upkeep results in no offers. Even though the changes have barely begun, Gail knows there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
This whole process of making the changes to the house in order for me to sell is definitely an eye-opener, and I've learned a lot from it.
Gail's house has been on the market for 6 weeks. With 4 open houses and 10 showings, her dream to move to a turnkey home has been put on hold. We've only got 3 days before the open house. Improving the staircase will help get a sale. I'm just taking the last of the tacks out of the carpet so I can rip it out. I am so relieved we're getting rid of this carpet. It looks like the new runner is thin enough so Anthony can use a staple gun.
You want to staple all the way along here. Make sure it's nice and secure, right? And then afterwards, you would put the nosing back, screw it down. See how it covers the carpet?
Covers it and presumably helps hold it in place.
Yeah. So I'm just using staples, and I'm gonna then tuck the carpet into each corner and then staple, a lot of staples again, all the way along. And then you repeat all the way down, same thing.
And $120 later, you've got yourself a brand new staircase.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice.
To keep one step ahead of the competition, Gail's walls need painting and repairing.
Tara, you missed this spot over here.
In this up-and-coming area, buyers want to see pride of ownership. So we're fixing Gail's porch.
I've already prepared this whole thing.
We've got to attach it to the wall there. How do we do that?
We're just going to use these 3-inch wood screws.
Right.
Toe screw into the top rail into the piece of wood that's been attached to the wall.
Did you say toad as in the frog?
I said a toe screw.
Toe.
It's when you angle the screw like downwards like that or sideways.
How are we going to make this unwobbly?
I screw it in at the top and the bottom. Then I'll attach the railing coming up the stairs.
Okay. Are you using toe screws there as well?
Again, yes.
See, I'm learning stuff. Careful with my legs, they're not insured.
There.
How do we neaten this up?
Well, we'll just make sure that the screws are countersink into the wood, and then I'll fill them with some wood filler.
And then we prime and paint it. And do we have to paint it in any kind of special outdoor paint? Because...
Yes, exterior paint.
So is my job here done?
Yeah, you've been very helpful. There.
First-time buyers or young couples don't really want to have to do a lot of work themselves. You know, they're prepared to do a bit.
Right.
But if you make the house look a bit more finished, it's not going to scare anyone off.
Right.
I think you could do with a bit of practice in the painting department. So I might hand you the brush and come back and inspect in, you know, a little bit.
Alrighty.
It's a very important step, caulking this baseboard. It seals whatever gaps or cracks that you have so that when you're ready to paint, it will finish off nicely. Get your caulking, take the knife and just cut the tip of it, a 45-degree angle. And what you want to do is you want to test out a bead of caulk so that you make sure that you maintain an even bead as you're going. I don't want the caulking to set up and dry, so I'm just going to be working in 2 to 3 foot sections at a time. You want to pull the gun towards you, so you never want to push it because that will cause the bead to go uneven. You don't want to go too fast because then that will leave gaps. And I like to just use my finger because I find it works better. So I just damp it a little bit and just spread the caulking into the joint. All right, see how nice that is? And then you want to just let it set up for about 24 hours before you go ahead and paint it.
With the dirty work almost done, finishing touches are a necessity to attract the discerning buyer. If you can't afford to reupholster, then slipcovers are a fantastic way to update your furniture, and you don't have to customise them because there are plenty of colours and sizes online or in your local department store. If you've got a battered old staircase, a carpet runner like this one could be the answer to your prayers. It's a great problem solver because it spruces up and adds character and colour to what can be a bit of a dead space. Customised drapes can cost a bomb, but I'm going to let you into a little secret. You can pick up discount drapes at any home interiors store, and by adding some leftover material to the bottom, you have created a customised chic look for next to nothing. With the updates complete, will buyers still treat Gail's house as a drive-by? When I first walked into Gail's house, I was horrified by the amount of work we needed to do to get this house ready for sale. But now I couldn't be happier with the results. No wonder Gail had a rough time selling her house. The first thing people saw was her rundown porch. Maximising curb appeal, we've built a new railing, as well as giving a fresh coat of paint to every surface. We've brightened up the front by planting some flowers too. So, by renovating the outside, we've added value to the inside. Buyers did an about-face in the mismatched dining room. We've created consistency by adding chic, modern chairs, crisp table linen, and bright wall paint. Ooh, and no more Las Vegas chandelier either. The hallway looked like a lot of work to first-time buyers. With the updated walls and a new carpet, people will no longer mistake this house as a DIY money pit. In the living room, Gail's oversized and badly placed sofas made this room look tiny. keeping one couch and adding a few inexpensive pieces highlight focal points. We've given buyers a space they can see themselves living in. In the bedroom, buyers had issues with the sloppy paint job and the colour of the walls. New paint, curtains, linens, and modern lighting turn this room into exactly the type of retreat people want to escape to. This house has all the class of $1 million home, but at an affordable price. We've changed the perception of Gail's house from a structurally unsound DIY project to a flexible living space that first-time buyers can truly appreciate. If you're thinking of selling your home yourself, you should check out these numbers first. Only 5% of homes are sold by their owners via the internet, compared to a whopping 81% sold by agents and brokers. Real estate agents have the experience needed to price your home effectively, so it can sell for up to 16% more than through private sale. Build a strong relationship with your agent. Get them to work for you. It's your house, and you have the right to approve any marketing strategies, including the information and photographs on your listing. With Gail's house looking the way she's always wanted, will she feel like leaving?
It's not shaking. I love the color. It's so bright in here. I love it. Ooh la 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 la. This is really super duper nice.
I'm so impressed with the changes that were done, and now I'm thinking I really have to get on it and find a place to live.
Gail is convinced. Now will Debs, her agent, be able to sell this house?
With this curb appeal, this invitation to come in, you have no idea how much easier it is going to be to sell this home.
Do you think this is what first-time buyers are looking for?
Absolutely. This is what's going to emotionally pull them in. That light fixture is heavenly. And people will look at that and they'll know they'll want to write that into the offer. They'll look at the draperies and they'll want to write that into the offer. Now I can say this is worth every penny that it's priced to.
Hooray! Gail's new agent approves. One last hurdle, the buyers. This house is priced at $279,000.
That's amazing. Because most of the houses I've looked at are considerably more money.
Yeah.
And not nearly as nice. First-time buyer home, for sure.
A street appeal to a house is important to me.
So you've seen the house before?
Very quickly. I had a quick breezed in, breezed out as fast as I breezed in. I can imagine living here.
Do you think this has got what it takes as an investment property for you?
I think so.
We have converted Gail's modest semi-detached house into a home that I think any first-time buyer would be proud of. Gail and her girls are one step closer to getting their unsellable house sold. Sure enough, just after the Unsellables left, Gail accepted an offer of just under the asking price. We've turned this house from unsellable to sold.
Wow, this is great. It's gonna be very hard to leave. Are those my old ugly drapes you guys fixed? I'm not gonna wanna leave. Wow, this is like a whole different place. It's so much brighter in here. It's like you added windows, but you didn't. I love it. Wow. We got a lesson on matching colors here.
And painting.
So why hasn't this family received multiple offers?
To be honest, I don't know why it's not selling.
And I have to really seriously consider dropping the asking price.
Because they have all their lifestyle in their house.
Why? If your house isn't selling, the trick is knowing why not. And you are probably not the most impartial judge. You might think it's perfect, but buyers vote with their wallets. My job is to bring these two worlds together and turn your unsellable house into an irresistible hit. This 1,800 square foot home is listed at $679,000. It has 5 bedrooms, an eating kitchen, and a separate basement apartment. It's been on the market for 4 months, and the homeowners, the Rochers, haven't received a single offer. Now, they're a close-knit, multi-generational family, but they decided to go their separate ways. But they're stuck until they sell this house. Mike lives with his parents, Mario and Lourdes.
his sister Judy, and her 2 kids, Sophia and Pedro. They're a pretty busy bunch.
Within the last 4 years, we've opened a family restaurant, and we spend most of our days and times there.
For 8 years, they've all been living together, but they're now looking for a change. So Mike's parents asked him to be in charge of the sale.
My mom and dad have decided they definitely need a smaller home, such as a bungalow. My sister was certainly moving on with her kids. And I'm also getting married. I've been with my fiance for 8 years, and I definitely need the sale of this house to finance my wedding.
But Mike isn't doing everything he can to get a sale.
My real estate agent did suggest an open house. However, I don't like open houses because the only persons that usually come to see the open house is your neighbors.
Even with no open houses, Mike still thought it would have been snapped up by now.
To be honest, I don't know why it's not selling. It should be selling. If I don't sell this house, I feel like my life's just gonna be on hold. I definitely need the money.
The Rocha's detached house is located on a main street in a fast-growing neighborhood, 20 minutes northwest of town. Houses this size sell in 10 days for around $500,000. Listed at $679,000, this house is priced well above the average. There have only been 8 showings and no offers.
So why hasn't this family received multiple offers? I'm going to go inside and find out. The exterior of this house has a distinctly European feel, which might not be everyone's cup of tea. The white railings, the flagstones, the profusion of plants. The pots everywhere are a bit messy, though. Well, this lantern is overkill. It is much too big for the size of the house. These sofas are far too big for the room. It's not a bad sized sitting room, but look, they're huge. I mean, that one over there is a monster. And the electric fire is not even flush to the wall. And why would you cover the windows in really, really heavy drapes? You want to let the light in. Not really a fan of the doily tablecloth. And never, ever, ever leave the plastic on chairs or sofas. There's far too much stuff in a small space. The first thing you should do when you're trying to sell your house is declutter, because all these personal knickknacks, A, make the space look smaller, and B, it's very, very distracting for the buyer. They can't imagine themselves living here. Ah, nice new kitchen. They haven't taken the plastic off the dishwasher, which is particularly weird because it has a red sheen and it totally clashes with the cherry-style cabinets. Again, the crocheted tablecloths, I'm not a fan. They look like giant doilies. Just get rid of them. And look, stains like this, not good, especially in a kitchen. The one thing buyers demand, clean kitchens. Well, let's just hope the upstairs is a bit better. Bathroom, live wires.
Buyers perceive this house as unsafe when they see unfinished DIY like this.
Oh, look at those dirty, dusty lights. And you've got old grouting. Doesn't exactly say safe and clean, does it? Ah, not too bad. Tidy and clean. Another good bedroom. Another good bedroom. Maybe I won't have very much work to do upstairs, which would be nice. Where to start with this room? The furniture is too big and too dark.
And having access to an outdoor space is a huge selling feature, but
I'm going to see if I can actually get out of this bedroom through the door.
So show it off, don't lock it off.
Why? Mike wants top dollar for this house. It's listed at $679,000, which makes it more expensive than any comparable house in the neighborhood. So you think it would beat the pants off the competition, but it doesn't. The furniture is so big, it makes the rooms feel small. And it's so cluttered that it's difficult to even get out of the door. But hopefully I can get Mike to reduce the asking price. Mike, you said you wanted to sell because you're planning a wedding?
Correct.
When are you getting married?
Well, hopefully the sooner I sell the house, the sooner I can start planning my wedding.
Do you have one impatient bride on your hands?
I try to have that in control.
So, you really, really need to sell this house.
Definitely.
We're gonna have to really seriously consider dropping the asking price.
I think we initially came up with that figure just to really see if we would get any hits with the house.
What you're doing by pricing it so high is you're really reducing the flow of traffic through the house. Basically, the more people who see this house, the quicker it's gonna get sold. Which is why I was slightly surprised by the decision not to do open houses. Why was that?
My initial thought on open houses, I never agreed on, just because I didn't think it would ever work.
Okay.
Mainly being only neighbors coming in to see the house versus potential buyers.
Yeah. And what were your real estate agent's views on that? Did she want to do an open house?
She did highly recommend an open house, but again, she went with my suggestion of not doing one.
Because this is a great house, it's got lots of bedrooms, it's got a lot going for it, but you've got a lot of big furniture. It can make the room feel smaller. So we might have to pare that down a bit. One of the most important things to do when you're selling your house is to declutter. And I don't think anyone needs 2 cake stands on the one dining room table.
Empty.
Empty cake stands. No, the kitchen's fantastic. It's nice and clean. Have you ever used your dishwasher?
No.
No. That's why the plastic's still on.
Yes.
Which did make me laugh. Now, upstairs, in the master bedroom, I can barely get out onto the porch because there's so much clutter there. And that's a selling feature.
Right.
So you want to make it easy for buyers to be able to see outside.
Okay.
So, Mike, are you prepared to make the changes necessary to get this house sold?
If it means selling my house, absolutely.
Houses in this hot downtown market usually go in a matter of weeks. The Rochers haven't been so lucky. The house has been on the market for 4 months and they haven't got a single offer. So I'm going to go and speak to Maria, their real estate agent, and find out why. Maria, this house has been on the market 4 months. Why is it not selling?
It's overpriced. It's definitely a big house. It's a great house, but they have oversized furniture. It needs to be decluttered.
I'm glad you mentioned the price, because $679, I walked into the house and I couldn't see that it could possibly justify that price. I mean, have you told Mike it's overpriced?
I did, and I'm really working hard on them to bring them down.
Because if you say to him, Mike, the longer it sits on the market at this price, the more stale the listing becomes.
Definitely.
Maria, apart from price, what other feedback have you had from buyers?
The house too small, which I don't think it's too small.
No.
It's a 5-bedroom home. It's too personalized. They have all their lifestyle in that house.
Have you told all this to Mike?
I had told to Mike and to the mother as well. That they postpone everything that I tell them.
Yeah.
They keep on postponing it and never gets done.
Yeah. In the photographs on the property listing, there is no clutter. I mean, what happened?
I removed the stuff where I had to take the pictures.
Yes.
I removed the stuff away.
Yeah.
And then put it back. But I could not put it in boxes myself.
No, it's
in
not
order
your
to
job
take the
to do
pictures,
that. Yeah.
to show on the computer, because that's on the internet, that's what people go by the pictures.
Yeah. When we're finished, what are you going to do to market the house?
First, I'm going to have new pictures. I'm aiming for a new price.
Yeah.
And of course, a public open house right on the next weekend.
Fantastic. Maria, thank you so much. I'm really excited about you coming back to see it. So it's been confirmed, Mike hasn't been listening to the experts. He needs to see what buyers want. So I'm showing him a house of the same size in the same area that sold in a week for $10,000 over asking. What do you like about this room?
It's definitely not cluttered.
Look at the light. They haven't obscured all the windows with drapes and net curtains, so the light really comes in. And I think that is one of the most important things when you're showing a house, is to let the light in. The furniture is the perfect size for the room. It doesn't dominate. Come through to the kitchen. 3 things about this kitchen: clean, decluttered, and modern. Now, you've got a pretty swanky kitchen, but all we've got to do is let the light in and declutter a bit.
Okay. Well, this kitchen sheds a lot of light.
Now, come and have a look at the master bedroom.
This is a very nice large room.
It is, it's beautiful. Now, obviously, it's much bigger than your master bedroom, but what I
Yes.
think it shows is just nice, bright walls and limited furniture. The problem in that room is one of the best-selling features is the patio, but you can't get out to the patio. It's like an obstacle course, and you need to declutter, and you just want to make rooms look bigger and brighter. Now, I know this house was successful with potential buyers because it sold for $10,000 over asking price in a week.
Oh, wow. That's a fast turnaround.
That is a fast turnaround. Now, what we need to do with your house, we need to declutter, we need to remove some of the furniture, we need to make it brighter, and we need to seriously consider reducing the asking price.
Definitely.
If we do all those things, I really believe that your house has a good chance of selling. So are you ready to go back?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
brilliant. Our general contractor, Anthony Sayers, is on scene to make Mike's house one step ahead of the competition. Okay, Mike, now your house has good bones, but I think this area here lacks a bit of warmth and a sort of visual anchor. So what I'd like to do is replace the electric fire, which, let's face it, isn't doing a huge amount, and maybe put a built-in TV unit, which will kind of act as a focal point. Now, is that going to be a bad job, Anthony?
We could do that and build a unit there and probably put some lights in it.
That would be fantastic because this area is slightly dark, and I think that's also because of the drapes, which we will be removing. Now, talking about lights.
Yes, talking about the lights. We just need to change the light on the front porch, right? It's a little big for what's there.
I want you to fix the light, but also in the bathroom, I want to fix the grouting. Is that possible? Do you have to retile?
No, it's pretty straightforward, but it can be a bit of a mess if you don't know what you're doing, so.
Yeah. I would have no idea where to start. So upstairs, we'll do the grouting. That will make the bathroom look a whole lot better. Downstairs, we'll add a wall unit, create a focal point. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah. But we've got a lot of work to do, so let's not stand around. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's not true that buyers can see past clutter. To get a sale, don't put off work that needs to be done before you list your home. Getting rid of oversized furniture and adding updated colours to walls gives the impression of larger and brighter spaces. And what does Mike think so far?
The changes are coming great. The room seems a lot lighter, and I'm excited to see the outcome.
The Roche's home has been on the market for 4 months, so Mike's dream to use the proceeds to get married is stalled. They've had only 8 showings and no offers. We've got just 3 days before the open house. You taken down the giant lamp?
Yeah.
You know, I've seen castles in England with smaller exterior lights and that. It's just complete overkill.
Look how nicer that looks, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's very smart. Give us a shout.
Okay, I will.
I've been wanting to do that since I walked in the house. What do you think?
It's very nice. It brings a lot of light into the room.
Well, that's what I thought when I first walked into the house. The 3 things I thought were it's dark and it's small. And that was because the oversized furniture, well, we got rid of one of the sofas. Then the drapes, you couldn't see through them. They were so dark.
Right.
And then look at this beautiful blue colour. It just opens the room up.
And it matches the curtains.
I know. When the house is transformed, bright, light, fantastic 5-bedroom house, are you going to have some open houses?
I'm looking forward to the feedback that I'm going to receive, definitely.
With the painting complete and the curtains hung, building extra storage space puts value back into the house. The unit also makes a great first impression, drawing buyers further into the room. Meanwhile, in the bathroom upstairs...
So what I'm doing is I'm carefully removing any old caulking. I've made sure that no one used the actual tub for 2 days because you need it to be dry for at least 48 hours before you can go ahead and silicone. So I'll be able to re-caulk it right away. What I'm gonna do now is, with some warm water and my finger, I would let this sit for probably 48 hours before you use the tub again.
The makeover is done, so these finishing touches will give similar listings a run for their money. Day beds are a really great alternative to pull-out sofas because they're cheaper, they're more comfortable, and they give a room a good dual function. It could be a sitting room or a bedroom.
Don't forget to decorate porches and decks, especially one like this, which is at the front of the house. A few potted plants, some patio furniture will really spruce up the space and packs a big visual punch for very little money. Old world crocheted and lace tablecloths might be your style, but to buyers they can indicate a house that hasn't been renovated in a generation. So either don't use one at all and show off the wood, or if you are going to use a table covering, keep it modern. Now that the Roche's house is like new, will buyers want to pay full price? This family home felt dark, overcrowded and stuffy. But by paring down the furniture and changing the colour scheme, it feels warm and inviting. The minute buyers opened the door, they found it hard to see through the family's personal taste. We've changed that perception by scaling down the furniture and adding some slip covers, and installing new curtains and matching accessories. Trendy paint and an eye-catching storage unit puts potential back into this house. In the dining room, there was more of the same clutter. After removing the knickknacks, repainting, exposing the dining room table, and adding a modern light fixture, we've given buyers a fantastic idea of what they can do if this is their space. Bathrooms sell homes, and buyers weren't prepared to pay full asking price with this one. After a good scrub, a new shower curtain, grout, and a new ceiling light, buyers are sure to take a second look. In the master bedroom, large furniture and blocked access to the outside made the room a wasted selling opportunity. So it's now a study. A new daybed and desk, modern wall hangings, and a contemporary rug make this room a desired communal space for the modern family. The balcony is a huge selling feature, but wasn't marketed properly. Flowers and chic furniture make this space a luxurious outdoor retreat, adding much-needed value to the home. The Roche's house has been modernized and is much closer to what buyers expect for the $679,000 price tag. Decluttering, neutralizing, letting the light in, and changing room function make it easier for a professional family to mentally move in. Setting your asking price is critical. Your house is not worth what you think it's worth, but what the market will bear. Go too high and you won't sell your home, and lowering the price later on will just lose time and momentum. Make sure the photographs in your property listing reflect what your house actually looks like. There is nothing worse for buyers than seeing one thing before they come and being met with a very different reality. It also makes buyers wonder what other deceptions you've got hidden up your sleeve. Open houses sell houses. About 1 in 5 listings is sold at an open house. You might not like them, but they are effective. This home has gone through a dramatic transformation. Now, what would the family think?
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Look at the room.
So nice.
I'm amazed of the whole transformation, and I believe that my wedding can start happening as well and start planning for it.
So Mike thinks his wedding is a sure thing, but is agent Maria certain of a sale? Hello, Maria.
Wow! What a difference.
Come on through.
Wow.
So is this a product you can believe in now and you can sell?
The product, it's sellable as long as the price it's adjustable.
Wow. What a difference.
This is a very nice sitting room now.
That's beautiful again.
What are your favorite transformations?
The living room, because it's the first thing that I saw.
Yeah.
And I saw a big difference.
And you know, as a real estate agent, how important first impressions are.
Definitely. And that's probably why it impressed me so much.
Yeah. So, if we can get the price down, I think we've got a chance.
I think so too.
Fantastic. Maria is sold. Next up, potential buyers.
Hi.
I'm Sophie. Nice to meet you.
Iselda, nice meeting you.
Hi. Have you been to the house before?
Yes. Yes, we have. And this looks much different.
What were your thoughts when you left the house last time?
Too busy, too full.
What we thought is we'd make it into an occasional bedroom, study, because you do have already 4 bedrooms in this house.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very nice, yeah. More useful. Oh, yeah, I love it. I get used to this one here.
What do you think of the price?
I think it's still
Well, hi.
So you think with maybe some movement on the price, this could be a house you might put on your shortlist?
Yes, it is.
This urban detached home has gone from old world to contemporary. And now the desire to sell and move on to realise their dreams is well within their grasp. Just after the Unsellables team left, the Rocha family lowered their price to $599,000. Their house was sold a few days later at the full asking price.
Very, very nice.
Very nice.
I like that. The built-in is amazing.
Very nice.
The color turned out really well. Decluttered, very neat. I like it. Nice picture frames.
Nice.
Oh, this is really nice.
So nice.
Let's do my homework.
It's beautiful.
Very nice.
Very nice. I like everything. Beautiful.
There's been no sign of a sale, not even an offer. When you're selling, you want everything to look the best it possibly can. I think this house is going to be a real challenge.
Nothing is wrong in this house.
It's good to be house proud, but when you're trying to make a sale, it's better to be house savvy. You've got to take a cold, hard look at how much your house is worth, how it's presented, and how best you can position it on the market for a quick sale. My job is to help people do that and turn unsellable houses into dazzling sellers.
At $580,000, this semi-detached house is listed as a condo alternative. It's 1,600 square feet, has 4 bedrooms, eat-in kitchen and a finished basement. It's been on the market for 6 weeks.
The homeowners Marco and Maria have had no offers. They want to sell this place and put the cash into travel and retirement, but their dreams are on hold, so my job is to sell this house.
Soon-to-be empty nesters Maria and Marco have 4 children, but only one is left at home, their youngest son, Chris.
We live in here for many years.
Always good memories, good friends, good relationship to the neighbors, for friends, for family, forever.
But now they're proud grandparents and want to live closer to their grown-up kids.
The house is a big one for us. We decided to sell the house.
They want to buy a smaller home and use the rest of the money to travel.
We take a vacation last year, but just only for visiting the family.
Close to retirement, they're anxious to start a new chapter in their lives. But Maria and Marco haven't quite realised that in order to sell their house, they have to get to work.
Nothing wrong in my house. That's why I live a long time here.
Nothing is wrong in this house.
Maria and Marco's house is in an up-and-coming neighbourhood minutes from downtown. It once drew a mix of multicultural families, but is now favoured by young professionals. Semi-detached properties like Maria and Marco's run upwards of $600,000 and usually sell within 2 weeks. But these homes are now competing against trendy new lofts that sell in the same price range. So the realtor has listed this house as a condo alternative.
From the outside, this house looks pretty appealing, but it hasn't received a single offer. I need to get inside and find out why. Mudrooms are the first glimpse you get of a house, so they're important. You've got a patchwork of old carpets, a park bench, fridge with a doily on it. Kind of nervous about walking into the rest of the house now. This house is so textbook how not to present your house for sale. You should declutter and take down any religious iconography. Now, I can see cherubs. There's a lot of family photographs, and they're not small either. Buyers won't be able to imagine themselves living in this property. See, look at this. That's an original stained glass window, but you can't see it because it's behind not 1, but 2 sets of sort of lace curtains. Not a bad sized kitchen. You've got quite a lot of prep space, but then there's all this clutter on it. Look at that cabinet. You shouldn't have it in a kitchen when they're trying to sell. There's definitely some potential in this kitchen. There's something to work with. That is very strange. They've astroturfed their patio. I thought astroturf was just for sporting arenas, but apparently not. Which is a shame, because this is actually quite a nice backyard.
And it could definitely set this house apart from a condo.
It's not a bad size. But then you've got this badly cladded shed. This is not in a good nick at all. It looks like it's been attacked by numerous dogs. And again, there's clutter even outside. And it's not a bad idea to tidy away laundry before buyers come round. This is actually the best room in the house. It could do with a declutter, but I feel quite cheered by this room.
The real estate agent is billing this property as a condo alternative, and it's not.
The front and backyard are in a bad state of repair, which is always a deterrent to buyers. The inside is claustrophobic because there's too much furniture, religious iconography, fake flowers, family portraits. And if we're going to get this house sold, we have a lot of work to do.
Marco and Maria have got to listen to my advice if they don't want to be stuck in this house forever.
Marco, Maria, this house has been on the market for 6 weeks. I think it's a great house. It's nice and big. It's in a great part of town, nice, quiet street. It's got a lot going for it. But take the sitting room here. You've got a lot of furniture, which makes the room feel a bit small. Yeah. Because when you're selling your house, what you want to do is make it feel really big and really bright.
Good idea.
Right.
Too easy to sell.
One thing that buyers really like is hardwood floor, but you're covering it up with all the rugs.
Sometimes in the winter,
it gets cold.
It's cold.
Yeah.
You know, people when they come to see the house, they put carpet, say maybe something, the floor is damaged. That's why it's covered. But
Yeah.
no,
No.
100% is perfect, you know.
Which is fantastic for us because it means
Yes.
when we take this carpet up, it's going to have a beautiful floor underneath.
Okay.
Usually I'd say to people when they're selling their house to kind of remove some of the religious art because you want to make the house appeal to the broadest range of people possible.
It's fine. It's no, I don't mind. I take it.
I went into the backyard and I looked and I was like, why have they put carpet in the backyard?
Because my grandson.
Because I think you've got a good backyard, but I'd like to put some plants out.
I have years ago.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Too many raccoons. Sometimes raccoons are coming. Never again.
But when you're selling, you want everything to look the best it possibly can.
I have time.
You have time. Well, I think we should get started then. Houses in this up-and-coming downtown neighbourhood are usually on the market for about 10 days. But for Marco and Maria, it's been 6 weeks. There's been no sign of a sale, not even an offer. So I need to go and speak to their real estate agent and to ask him what he thinks is going wrong. Eusebio, this house has been on the market for 6 weeks. Why do you think that is?
Well, the house needed a little bit of work,
Yeah.
and the owners were actually quite happy with the house. They just think that the area should sell it itself.
At whatever cost.
Exactly. Today's buyer is conscientious. They know what they're looking for, and they want value for their money.
Who do you think is most likely going to buy the house?
It's become a very trendy area over the last few years, so we're getting a lot of the young professionals, young families coming in. It's just a better alternative to going into a condo with no space.
How many viewings have you had, open houses?
We've had two. We've had one open house, and we've probably had about 17 to 18 viewings. We have it listed on the MLS,
Yeah.
and I've had flyers distributed around around the area.
What did you feel when you first walked into the house?
Definitely a very dated home, but it's an older family who are set in their ways.
How are you going to persuade people who would be going towards a condo to go towards a slightly down at heel house?
At the price for a 600 square foot condo, spending a little more on renovations, you're going to have a 3-bedroom, 2.5-story home.
Unfortunately, the price tag doesn't give you that renovation budget.
I believe in your square footage, and as an investment, you may spend the money on the renovation in order to get what you're expecting from the condo, but definitely in the long run, you're going to be way ahead of the game.
Now, are you going to take new photographs once we've done our renovation work?
Yes, I will, and I'll have them up on the website.
And hopefully we'll get it sold.
Great, thank you.
I'm going to show Maria and Marco what buyers look for in a home. This one in their neighbourhood sold in just 8 days for full asking price. Wow. Maria, come this way, Marco. There's a lot of things about this house I like, and I think that they would look good in your house. So what do you notice first?
The floor.
Yeah. I think it opens the room up, makes the room look bigger. Not too much furniture. It's quite neutral.
Yeah.
When you walked in, your first reaction was, wow. It works on you, Maria. Marco, not so much. It's in immaculate condition and move-in ready. There's no personal photographs. So anyone could imagine moving in, and that's what we're trying to achieve in your house. That's what sells.
They look nice.
Come on through to the kitchen. Wow. They're practically identical to your kitchen cupboards.
Yeah. Almost close.
Almost close.
Almost close, yeah.
So it just shows you don't need a brand new kitchen. You need to show off as much prep space as possible. When you're selling your house, you want it to look bigger and brighter. The two most important things. But come and have a look at the backyard. Obviously, it's a different kind of yard. This one's got a lot more lawn than yours. I want to make your backyard have more plants, more colour. Hopefully the raccoons won't touch the... We'll leave the flowers alone for the next couple of weeks. Now, did you like this house?
Yeah, I like it. It's more light. They look more big ones.
Yeah, and that's what people are looking for. And I know that's what people want, because this house sold for 100% of the asking price in 8 days.
How long this house for sale?
8 days.
No, but the beginning.
From the beginning to the end, 8 days. The way you present a house has a big impact. It's not just about location and price, it's also about presentation.
Presentation to the house.
Yeah. So are you ready to go back and start doing some work on the house?
Sure.
Okay, then come on. To change Maria and Marco's house into a true condo alternative, our general contractor, Anthony Sayers, is on the scene. Marco and Maria, you have a good, solid house that's well maintained, but there are some improvements I want to make to it. I'd like to make this patio more of a feature, put some planters up, make it look really pretty. And are you going to sort this out?
Yeah, we can fix this up a little bit, paint it.
Make some window boxes?
Yeah, make some window boxes, some
Brilliant.
planters.
The shed.
We can remove all the shingles and reface it.
So it's going to look really jolly out here, lots of planters. I want the mudroom to look really, really snazzy as soon as you walk in, so I want to take the carpet up. Are you happy with us taking the carpet up in the mudroom?
I'll give it permission.
OK, you give me permission. Thank you, Marco. So, Marco and Maria, what do you feel about these changes? Are you nervous, excited?
No, I'm not nervous. You know, I want to
I'm a
see.
little bit nervous, but more excited.
OK, then come on, then.
Okay.
Excellent.
Maria and Marco have to remove 23 years of clutter. The good news is that decluttering before buyers come round will not only help the sale, but also save them packing up on moving day. But Marco still needs some convincing that all this is a good idea.
When I buy the house, the owner, before me, he don't move it maybe one piece of finger. What I have to do?
This period always feels hard when you're moving stuff, but it will make a difference. Hopefully you'll get it sold.
This is a surprise for me.
Marco and Maria's retirement plans have been put on hold as they haven't had one offer in the 6 weeks their home has been on the market. We've got 3 days before the open house, so we're starting in the backyard. Talk about quick work. The carpet's gone up and you've taken all the shingle off.
Yeah, they were just held on by roofing nails.
Right.
It's typical. Cleaned all the nails. I've got this pressure-treated one-by material.
Yep.
I was gonna take it and just line the whole shed with it, around the door, right at the top, just like that. And once we strip that other side, we'll do the same. And then we'll just paint it all out.
But apparently there's lots of nails on the floor, so
Yeah,
I thought I might start sweeping them up.
Okay, safety first, that's good. We'll clean it all up and then we'll get back to work. How's that?
Now, time to add more green space.
So I'm building a planter box. What I've done is I've made up 2 frames, one front and one back. I've attached the back frame to the fence, and I've attached the front frame to the other frame just using some 2x4s and some screws. We're gonna make a base that will hold the dirt in, and then we'll clad the sides with some plywood there and this side. We can line it with plastic after. So this is the front facing. We're gonna clad it with some plywood, and then afterwards take some trim and make faux panels on the front of the box. We're gonna paint to match with the same color scheme that's going on the shed, and it's gonna be like an oasis in the backyard.
Meanwhile, we're tackling the inside with some fresh paint. The mudroom looks so much better already, and it's actually going to be a good first impression. Now the mudroom's ready for a new carpet.
So what I've done is I just put double-sided tape. So if you actually take the tape off, just pull the tape, and then once you pull the tape to past where the carpet's gonna go, we'll start sticking it from that corner.
Never done this before.
Well, I'm here to help you. I'll pull it, you just jump, okay?
Okay,
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
no!
Not yet. I didn't even do it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, good. Okay, now we can just continue keeping it. Just stick it there, and then I'll guide it to where it's gotta go.
Oh, look at that.
And then it's the same in this corner.
Who knew laying carpet could be so easy?
Okay, so there, we have a square edge now.
We have a square edge.
And now we can just keep everything coming this way.
We got rid of the black table and chairs because they didn't really go with the kitchen, and instead we've got this island. What I'm doing is just staining it with some water-based stainer so it matches this sort of darker wood style here. And just pour a little on like that, and then use a roller. Just gives it a bit of a richer, darker tone. This is a bit blonde. This island is great because you can sit at it, but you can also use it as extra prep space. And you don't need a big table in here because you've got the dining room table right next door. The makeover's almost complete. These finishing touches impress young professionals looking for a condo alternative. If you've got a window between 2 rooms, leave it uncovered, let the light in, and both rooms will benefit. Green is in, but don't just stick to flowers. Some fresh herbs by the kitchen will get buyers thinking of snipping, cooking, and dining. You might have everything from a pasta maker to a bread maker, but put them away and keep your countertops clear. Now that this house is sleek and modern, will buyers finally be wowed? Marco and Maria's house used to be filled with personal items and overcrowded with furniture. But by painting, decluttering, adding new window treatments and accessories, this home feels really warm and inviting. Buyers felt let down in the living room. But after a major clean-out, we've revamped the old sofas using modern coverlets, allowing the wood floors to breathe, generates light and space. We've painted a soft and luxurious green on the walls. Chic, contemporary lighting finishes off the changes needed to catch a buyer ready to upsize. Maria and Marco's kitchen wasn't shown to its best potential. Now the countertops have been exposed, fresh neutral paint opens up the room, a modern butcher block bar with matching stools can be used for eating and working. Contemporary accessories add to the transformation from dowdy to an urban, functional space. The mudroom made the worst first impression. So we've decluttered, painted the walls in an updated colour, added a well-placed bench and laid down a fresh, inviting carpet. The backyard was definitely not back to nature. We've ripped up some nasty astroturf and added some chairs and an area rug to make it feel like a patio again. We've painted the shed and added wood detailing and built a planter to match. Now this yard is much more of an oasis than urbanites expect. We took Maria and Marco's home from the past to the present, After a massive declutter and modernisation, their home now shows its best-selling features. If you have an open-plan living and dining room, paint the walls the same colour. It will increase a sense of space and create a better flow. Don't worry about underpricing your house. If you price your house low, you should receive multiple offers which will push the price up to market value or above. When you're selling your home, it's important to disassociate yourself from it. Think of it as a product that you're trying to sell like any other, and that will make it easier to remove personal mementos, oversized furniture, and create a neutral space. Marco didn't get why he was made to declutter, so has he changed his mind?
Nice, clean, clear. What the? Oh, plastic cake for me and you. Oh my God.
It's beautiful.
The house now is beautiful.
I love it. I love it, this place, especially my kitchen.
Their real estate agent is here for the sales test.
Wow, doesn't even look like the same place.
I know.
This is a nice oasis in the city.
From a real estate point of view, how has our makeover helped change the likelihood of a sale?
Well, it's greatly improved the likelihood. We're now have those sleek lines that we're looking for in the condo that usually we don't see in a home. And what you guys have done, it's fantastic. I can't believe it.
Good news, but will potential buyers have the same reaction?
What are you looking for? Is this for you, for someone else?
Actually, I was here 3 weeks ago with one of my clients. From the first time I was here to now, it looks completely different.
Come outside.
Good. Come on. Good.
Now you've seen it, do you think you might have other clients it might be good for?
Oh, definitely. We work in the area. We will bring in other clients through.
Here we have the kitchen.
Nice and bright. It's got plenty of counter space.
Yeah.
So.
Will you be ringing up your wife on the way home and saying, I've seen this fantastic house, should we go and have a look at it?
Definitely. I mean, the house is perfect. It's roomy. With our furniture, we can make this home.
Marco and Maria's house used to be multicolored and cluttered.
And now it's sleek and serene, and they're one step closer to realizing their retirement dreams.
After the Unsellables team left, the number of viewings of Marco and Maria's house increased dramatically. This house is unsellable no more.
This is
Claire.
clear house.
Yeah. It's really is beautiful.
Oh.
Nice, beautiful. Oh, this floor is... Oh, my little house.
No, it's
Oh,
okay.
that was nice.
So
Beautiful.
You can sleep in this room
So-
in the summertime.
So I don't sell my house now. It's nice.